Good morning, everyone. Today we are going to do the poem Stairs or Chuppulu in Telugu by A. Jayaprabha. Feminist poet and critic A. Jayaprabha was born in 1957, is a pioneer in the feminist movement in Telugu literary criticism. Her poetry shares the same concerns as her criticism, and her work is marked by feminist attitudes. She portrays the problems that women face, but also the inherent strength and courage that women display in every sphere of their lives. The poem moves from a moment of recognition when a threat is clearly perceived through awareness and fear to a point of courageous action and the hope of revenge. Not immediately, but maybe someday. The poet persona makes it clear that as a woman she is assaulted incessantly, daily by the stares of men who have no hesitation or shame about affixing their gaze on her. A gaze that signals their hunger and their desire to grab hold of her. Though the poem is in the first person, the poet persona moves from her own case to the generalizations too. Eyes stare at women alike, and there is no space which is safe where there can be an escape from these staring eyes. But even as she wishes to escape, she comes to the realization of a crucial fact. But the earth is mine too, and then there are no more escapist fantasies. She speaks with confidence and resolve about her war waged by her eyes, taught by her to stare back equally sharp. The last stanza dwells on a hoped for future when women will be able not just to stare man down, but with bristling bodies will defeat and thwart the drooling dogs that men turn into when they see women. Let me read the poem out for you before explaining it. Needle-sharp stares from two eyes land on these lumps of flesh and roam freely about. Liar stares that do not dare look into my eyes, but crawl like larvae on my body. Eyes, rich and poor, young and old, stare at women alike, signaling the hunger of a drooling dog, the ugly grab of a wolf. They haunt my dreams. In the dense jungle, I cannot tell light from darkness. There is no escape from these stares. On the road, in the bus, in the classroom, they chase my step, snapping here and there. These poison fangs knife me. I feel scared. I wish I could fly or vanish into the void. But the earth is mine too. I've taught my eyes to stare back equally sharp, stares for stares. That is how I wage my war now. Those cowardly stares that cannot look me in the eyes but flee to the underworld. How I long for the day when not only eyes but the whole body of a woman bristles. This poem has been translated from Telugu by B.V.L. Narayana Rao. This poem mentions a shameful habit of men. The poetess presents a real-life experience when she is struck every day by the stares of men who feel no hesitation and sense of shame about staring her. There is no safe shelter place where there can be an escape from these stares. The starers are found everywhere, on the road, in the bus, in the classroom. They chase the poetess's steps. These starers are like the snakes and larvae, that their starers are like poisonous fangs which wound her. The poetess says that the needle-sharp stares from the two eyes of the men prick the women's body, and starers wander freely everywhere. These cowardly starers lack courage to look into the poetess's eyes, but their stares crawl on her body like the newly hatched, undeveloped insects, that is, larvae. All kinds of men, the rich and the poor, the young and the old, stare at women alike. These stares give a sign or gesture of a hunger of a dog, from whose mouth saliva is flowing. Drooling dog means the dog from whose mouth, the dog which is salivating, is flowing, or the ugly gesture of a wolf that tries to grab her. Such stares haunt the poetess's dreams. She feels frightened and wishes that she could fly or disappear into the empty space in order to escape from their needle-sharp stares. The poetess gathers courage, sheds away her passivity, and declares that the world is also hers. She retaliates and decides to stare back at the stares. She gives back equally sharp stares for stares, and thus wages her war now again against the starers. The poetess says that the cowardly starers lack courage to look straight into the eyes, and they vanish in the underworld. The poetess longs for the day when not only the women's eyes but her whole body will react sharply and angrily against the shameless starers. The poetess says that the needle-sharp stares of the men fall on her whole body. These cowardly starers lack courage to look straight into her eyes, but their stares crawl on her body like newly hatched, undeveloped insects larvae. The rich and the poor, the young and the old stare at women alike. These stares give a sign of a gesture of a hungry dog whose mouth is salivating, and the ugly gesture of the wolves which are trying to attack her, assault her. Such stares haunt the poetess's dream, and she finds no escape from these stares. She cannot distinguish between light and darkness in a dense forest. There is no safe shelter place where the poetess can find an escape from these stares. These terrors are found everywhere, on the road, in the bus, in the classroom. They follow the poetess, making a sudden bite. These terrors are like the snakes, and their poisonous fangs are just like wounds done with a knife. The poetess always felt frightened of the stares of men. She longed that she could fly away or disappear into the empty space empty space in order to escape from the needle-sharp stares of the men. Everywhere the stares of men, like poisonous fangs of a snake, wound her. A sudden change comes into the poetess's thinking. She gathers courage, sheds away her passivity, and declares that the whole world is also hers. She also has an equal right over the world, just as men. She retaliates and decides to stare back at the stare. She gives back equally sharp stares for stares, and thus wages her war against the starers. The poetess says that the cowardly starers lack courage to look straight into the eyes, and they flee to the underworld. The poetess wishes for the day when not only the women's eyes but her whole body will react sharply and angrily against the shameless starers. A. Jayaprabha displays the problems that women face and also the inherent strength and courage that women display in every sphere of their life. Her poems have appeared in several Indian and international anthologies. I hope you have enjoyed this poem. Thank you.